Do you like swimming? Sure you do. Or you could be part of the percentage of the world population that are not a fan of going on dips and swimming in nice waters. But that's alright, because this video could tickle your interest whether you're a fan of swimming or not. Because we're about to show you these very interesting bodies of water that may look enticing to jump in. But just because you can, doesn't mean that you should. Especially when these bodies of water we're about to show you could make you not want to go back to swimming for a while. Welcome to Cleverside. Thank you for joining us today. The Earth is made up of 71% water, and out of that, we only know 95% of it. It means that even though our researchers have managed to map out the entire ocean floor, we only know a resolution of around 3 miles from the surface. This should basically urge you to find out more about the great waters, right? Allow us to enlighten you that when it comes to water explorations, limits exist because not all of them are safely accessible for mankind. Well, they're actually accessible, but the dangers they present cannot be easily dismissed. For your concrete examples, take these 15 places you should never swim. Number 15. Gans Bay, Western Cape, South Africa. A popular tourist destination for adrenaline junkies and shark fanatics, Gans Bay is an area off the coast of South Africa. This great body of water is actually home to sharks. Yes, the area has gained the reputation for being a shark alley because of the many sharks that live in the area. You've probably seen enough shark movies, with the Jaws franchise being the most popular one, to stay away from this place. You've seen how aggressive these mammals can be whenever they sense blood. And think about the thousands of teeth that they have. That's scary. Number 14. Ganges River, stretching across India and Bangladesh. One of the most infamous rivers of South Asia, the Ganges River may be something you can look at, but should never dream of plunging yourself into. The river has become a cesspool of bacteria and viruses because of too much pollution that enveloped the entirety of its body. The river is now declared almost dead and unrecoverable. And this has been the main result of over-industrialization and overpopulation in its surrounding areas. Talk about a solid case where mankind has failed to treat Mother Earth with respect and care. Number 13. Rio Tinto River, Andalusia, Spain. Brought about as another unfortunate aftermath because of mankind's carelessness and disregard for the environment. The Rio Tinto River will never be a body of water where living things can thrive in. Do you know why? Because it's so acidic that it will damage your skin the moment you submerge yourself in this river. And if you ever want to push boundaries, you will end up with getting your skin dissolved because of too much acid in the water. Its red appearance may look really appealing and interesting, but it's actually the result of pollution caused by excessive mining in the area. Mother Nature is definitely not pleased with this. Number 12. Horseshoe Lake, California, USA. The state of California has many lakes within its vicinity, and most of them are a sight to behold that brings you that refreshing feeling. However, there's this one lake in particular that brings about the total opposite feeling of refreshing. Horseshoe Lake may look like your regular lake from a distance, but come close to it and it will be dangerous for you. Its area is surrounded with a high presence of carbon dioxide as an aftermath from a series of earthquakes that hit the area. You may not even come close to this place because of the many signs that tell you to stay away. Number 11. Lake Victoria, Africa. Known to be the largest lake in the great continent of Africa and is ranked as the 3rd largest in the world, Lake Victoria is considered as a natural wonder. The lake is vast enough that it touches the 5 African countries Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, and Rwanda. But what makes this wonder of a lake be a threat to human life? 3 words: forces of nature, weather, life forms, and currents. These 3 immeasurable factors are what make some parts of this lake dangerous. They even recorded a record high number of death counts per year, with the latest being 5,000. Mother Nature, you're one force to be reckoned with. Number 10. Amazon River, South America. Making another reference to a suspenseful Hollywood movie. If you've ever seen Anaconda, you will know why the Amazon River is a place you wouldn't want to go swimming in. Although the movie's mostly fictional, with the gigantic anacondas being the main antagonist of the movie, reality stands that the Amazon is not much of a place for you to go take a dip. Having the same reason as Lake Victoria, the natural ecosystem that exists in the Amazon is an amplified force of nature. A lot of predators can be seen thriving in the area, not just anacondas. There's also crocodiles, piranhas, and barracudas. There's also little critters and plants that are very poisonous. So again, another destination that's more for sightseeing only. Number 9. KIPU Falls, Hawaii, USA. What used to be a popular tourist destination is now permanently closed and inaccessible because of the countless accidents and deaths that occur in its waters. A lot of people have reportedly met their demise in the waters that's supposed to give them enjoyment where they drowned. Owners of this place weren't truly able to pinpoint the exact reason why so many people have drowned in the water, but according to stories from the locals, there are some unseen forces that manipulate the undercurrents and create hidden whirlpools which end up claiming the lives of tourists. The owners weren't 100% convinced of this folklore, but didn't want to risk any more lives by continuing operations, so they've permanently closed the attraction. Do you think KIPU Falls is considered haunted? Let us know in the comments below. Number 8. Eagle's Nest Sinkhole, Florida, USA. Florida is the state in the USA where one of the happiest places in the world is Disneyland. But where the happiest can be seen, the total opposite can also be witnessed. Swimming is still an acceptable activity for this place, but diving should only be carried out by professionals. The Eagle's Nest Sinkhole is a popular diving area that staggers down to more than 300 feet. And if you're claustrophobic, you should really steer yourself away from this nest because it's not just deep diving that's involved here. It's cave diving. Number 7. Lake KARACHAY, Central Russia. Another body of water that suffered in the hands of mankind, the Lake KARACHAY of Central Russia is one of the most toxic lakes in the world. The lake has reportedly become a nuclear waste dump zone of the government, which killed its ecosystem. And should you decide to swim here, death certainly awaits you. With the lake dead and continuously posing as a threat to any living thing around it, the government has finally started to take accountability and impose safety measures. However, the only measure for them now is to get rid of the lake completely by filling it with concrete. What do you think of these waters so far? Do you still feel like going for a swim? Continue watching till the end. Give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Number 6. Samesan Hole, Samesan Island, Thailand. Thailand. It's definitely a paradise country with its lush beaches and delectable cuisine. Despite how beautiful the country is, it also has its own share of dangerous locations, and one of them is the Samesan Hole, a popular destination for divers that's believed to have claimed a lot of lives because of how deep and dark its waters are. You will need to be a professional diver to confidently get into its waters, and if you're not one, just don't do it. Number 5. Bubbly Creek, Chicago, USA. The creek that's called Bubbly, not because it brings delight, but because it reminds you of a wicked witch's gooey and bubbling cauldron. Bubbly Creek is a part of the Chicago River that you should never touch, and definitely not go for a swim in. Why would you when it's filled with filth and other disgusting materials that will most likely cause you to get sick? The creek is pronounced as another dead body of water, with pollution as its main cause of death. Number 4. HANAKAPIAI Beach, Hawaii, USA. The place where the wonderful and graceful hula dance originated, Hawaii's location is definitely another beach paradise you want to lavish. But the HANAKAPIAI Beach is a place you want to steer clear from because of its intense and powerful riptides. They're so powerful that you will be dragged to the open sea. And by dragged, we mean to be ravished helplessly underwater. Number 3. Nile River, Mediterranean Sea. The main river in the Mediterranean that stretches from Egypt to Uganda, the Nile River has been hailed as the cradle of humanity, but with its main life forms that actually inhabit its waters, it's more like a cradle of crocodiles. Yes, the River of Nile is home to a lot of crocodiles, and they're the kind of predators who truly don't shy away from confrontations. It's been reported that about 100 attacks have been recorded per year, and that's just in the North African Nile alone. So, do you really want to venture into these waters? Number 2. Jacob's Well, Texas, USA. When one is recognized to be too enchanting, danger is a common feat that always follows. Jacob's Well possesses crystal clear waters that give you the sight to look straight to its floor. The waters look beautiful and serene, while underwater tunnels and caves create a network that enchants swimmers to venture into. But the problem here is that not all of them are able to come back safely. Bewitching would be the literal term that would describe its waters, so one must be truly careful when swimming into these tunnels and caves. Number 1. Boiling Lake, Morne-Trois Pitons National Park, Dominica. Its name should be enough for you not to venture into its waters. Boiling Lake is located in Morne-Trois Pitons National Park, Dominica, that has a very alarming surface. You might have heard of hot springs before, but this one is not the type for you to relax yourself in, because its heat is more than you could ever imagine to handle. Scalding would be the actual term for it, and anyone who accidentally falls into its waters will end up losing their life from the immense temperature this lake beholds. It doesn't really come as a surprise, because underneath the boiling water is actual hot magma. From the people behind Cleverside, a friendly reminder: before you go for a swim, make sure your life won't go dim. If you haven't yet, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, or your next swimming experience will be trying.